Game Up Hard Hydration. It's like your favorite sports drink and your favorite seltzer got together, had a baby, but it's so much better. They have been the sponsors of 2024, and Dave is going to tell you what is so great about Game Up.
What's so great about it is that it comes in an 8-pack with 4 great flavors. We're talking fruit punch, orange, lemon lime, and grape. And guys, it's full flavor, only 110 calories per can. It's low carb. Enjoy Game Up and don't feel guilty about it.
AEW 5th anniversary show. Before we get into talking about the show, 5 years of AEW coincides with 5 years of the Working Fans podcast.
Coincidence? I think not.
It's kind of lucky that us getting to put together this podcast kind of lined up with AEW, because you can go back in our archives and hear us talking about it from the start, how much fans we are of this company. We celebrated the big news this week, but what did you think of this 5th anniversary episode?
It was good. I don't think it was like anything to knock my socks off. Bryan Danielson, and Okada. Yeah. The only thing with that was we knew kind of what was going to happen because they put that stipulation in there with the 20-minute mark. Okada's title wouldn't be on the line. And I thought that was kind of just a tell. It was interesting how much time they gave him. Like, I think they had like a half-hour overrun, and then we had that great Will Ospreay Ricochet match. Ends in a draw, but then we want to start it up again. And then Takeshita comes out and just beats them both up. So I thought that was a little bit of a letdown. I enjoyed Mark Briscoe and Jericho getting into each other's face, maybe because of Mark Briscoe. I have not enjoyed a lot of Jericho, but, Mark Briscoe, that guy, like when, people do this, right? When they mention people's family members that passed away, and Jericho does that about Jay, and Mark just decks him in the face. It's like that's what I would expect Mark Briscoe to do, So those are some of the things I liked on the show. Overall, yeah, I would say it was a decent show. I don't think it was any better than Grand Slam.
I was so looking forward to that Ricochet Will Ospreay match. And for the most part, the match was great. But then just the ending kind of killed it for me. I mean, I understand you're setting up Takeshita, so that kind of lines it up well, but just I would have hoped for more. Overall, it was a good, like you said, good episode, nothing great. I'm interested to see Collision this week.
Shelton Benjamin showing up was one of my favorite parts.
Yes, that too. There were good things going on. Like we talked earlier, it looks like they're lining up possibly for the Hurt Business to come into AEW. I've heard talks of Lashley being signed. That would be major. This company looks like they're kind of starting to pick things up going forward with this big TV deal.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. I think I don't know how long the TV deal is for. I think it's like 2 or 3 years, but, you want to get picked up again. So they have to get some momentum going, and they have to keep growing. So I hope they do. Bryan Danielson does not have many more matches in him, I got to feel. Like, he's still having great matches, but he looks a little beat up here.
Yeah, you can only go so long, and especially like when he thought he was done years ago, and then he has this second career coming out of it. You got to wonder how long he can keep it up. And, I've been loving the reign. I'm looking forward to him versus Moxley.
If you haven't tried Game Up, then you are missing out. Imagine your favorite seltzer and your favorite sports drink had a baby, but it's way better than that. Each can is 110 calories, low carb, 4.9 ABV. It's a nice light drink that is not light on flavor. Game Up comes in fruit punch, orange, lemon, lime, and grape. Pick it up at drinkgameup.com or at your nearest liquor store.